while back, I launched a pilot for sleep coaching. I did it with the benefits company that I was working with. And I did a deep dive into sleep because I find it fascinating. And selfishly, it's one of the things I've always wanted to improve because I've never needed a lot of sleep. But I recognize the value of sleep. But one thing that kept coming up over and over and over again is people had these common sleep disturbances, common complaints about sleep. And the fact is that we can't fix those with advanced techniques until we've sort of hammered out the basics. And most people don't have the basics down, but they get to a point where they get so frustrated that they have to go talk to a doctor or something like that, or it gets blamed on hormones or something else like that. And I'm not here to discredit the impact of hormone changes in your life and how that affects your sleep. But what I am saying is there's a number of things that you are in control with, and I want you to take control of them now. So let's call these proper sleep habits. So what can you do during the day to make sure that you're going to have better sleep? Get sun. At least 15 minutes of morning sun would be ideal. Why? Besides the vitamin D, that's not the reason why. It's actually because the receptors in your eyes adjust your clock, your biological clock, your circadian rhythm based on how much light comes into your eyes. And then there's this sort of hormones that build up in your body over the day, and then when they get to a certain level, that's when you feel tired and you start to want to fall asleep. That is triggered by the amount of blue light that comes in. Now, it will come on faster if there's less blue light on at the end of the day. We're going to get that in a moment. But what else should you be doing during the day? You should be getting some form of exercise. 20 to 45 minutes would be great. It helps the quality of your sleep. But now, as you get closer to the sleep, time to go to bed, what should you be doing for at least an hour before bed? No screens, no TV, no iPad, no computer, nothing. That light comes into your eyes, builds up, keeps you awake. You don't want that. This is why some of these companies have turned on these like night modes. Are they better? A little bit. But the point is, aside from even just the light, there's a mental aspect to it. So, no screens before bed for at least an hour. Keep that stuff out of your bedroom. You don't want to associate your bedroom with anything except for sleep and other S-related fun things. It should not feel any work that happens in bed, none of that kind of stuff. Don't bring your work to bed. Don't bring your homework. Don't bring your email. None of that. Don't even watch TV. If you have a TV in your room, get it out of there. It's not doing anything. You're never going to use it because you shouldn't be using it before you go to bed. You also should have your temperature in your room at a cool temperature because as the day goes, your body temperature cools down, but so does it typically reflect what's going on outside. And that's how your body gets prepared for sleep. Your core temperature starts to go down. Now, if you're having a hard time getting cool in the evenings, take a hot shower. Counterintuitive, I know, but the point is that because you warm up because of the shower, your body tries to cool down. This super cooling actually helps to initiate the sort of falling asleep process. Have some sort of a noise canceling thing in your room, whether it's a fan, air conditioning, white noise machine, something that blocks out these sort of honks and screeches and anything that might be happening outside of your house, because those sudden loud noises tend to wake you up. But if you have like a white noise, it drowns it out. It doesn't make it as noticeable in your body, your brain won't stay awake, because it's possible that your body is asleep but your brain's sort of always listening. It's good for safety, but the point is if you have a lot of those sort of loud noises, it's going to wake you up. So white noise machine would be great. Fan, air conditioning, whatever it might be. Comfortable sheets, of course. Blackout blinds. No light should be coming in your room at night. Light during the day, good. Light at night, not good. Blackout blinds is the way to go. But also before bed, you should have the same routine every time. And it should start to initiate about an hour before bed. It should be the same set of actions every day to help you fall asleep. So it should be your hygiene ritual. It should be some sort of relaxation, both mind and physical and bodily. So something like stretching, meditation, prayer, gratitude, journaling, that sort of thing. Very important. There's an exercise called putting your thoughts to bed. You sort of jotting down things that you got to do tomorrow, things you got to remember, so that when you lie down, they're not bouncing around and you're not going through that checklist before bed because you've already done it, and now your mind can actually start to calm down and actually go to sleep. So we've talked about that hour before bed. We've talked about what you should be during the day. We talked about how the room should be. Once these things are checked off, and then you're constant and you're always going to bed in that same 60-minute window, that's also important. So in and around the same time every day, within the same hour, you should be going to bed, and try to keep that as best you can on the weekend. Of course, we know that's not always possible, but the point is, the more regular you get, the more routine you get in there, the more likely you'll be able to fall asleep. Now, once you've hit these numbers, these checklists, you've checked it all off, and you're still having issues, that's when you might have to look at other deeper physiological issues for your sleep. But we found that between 80 to 90% of people have solved their sleep issues based on those things.